Let's get into the action. Thank you so very much. Our analysts once again setting the scene perfectly for this final map. One of Simple Electronic, coldzera, Nico, all players touted as some of the best in the world, and only one set of those will make it to the Spodek tomorrow here in Katowice. IEM final day of the groups, and Group A has been stacked. No exceptions, Navi and Faze have both fallen to that lower bracket, and this is the final map, Henry.
It absolutely is, Alex, and we're going to potentially see a B finish here from Faze. They still have the two smokes and the Molotov, suggest they could smoke Coffin, spawn, Molotov to those new boxes, flash over, but not first before that, seeing if there's any inquisitive CTs. Simple does throw towards T-steps, Brokey waiting towards the underpass here, but they start the transition now over towards the banana side of the map. So look out for the two smokes you mentioned. Boomich will be the new boxes as well, so that Molotov could be a problem for him.
Electronic will start already tucking in on the coffins, but that smoke likely could cause issues. He does have the option to jump on top of the coffin or block it with his body. What does that create for him? We'll find out. Molotov to flush Boomich into the fight. Flash eaten up by Electronic, which means Boomich was solo, and now Electronic, he's feeling like a man on a mission, and a man possessed into the first. Olaf's gone. Rain does connect. An advantage for Faze if they got the bomb down, but they don't. Simple contest, boosted up by Flamey, but that helps them piece together where one of the remaining two CTs is.
What can be done here? It's up to Perfecto now to try and deny that plant. He can't do anything about it. It's going to be Flamey 3 versus 1. C4 will go down with 10 seconds on the clock there. Flamey will have 100 HP and armor, but no kit. And you can see them just trying to show presence, try and bait Brokey and his towards the new boxes.
He's got a chance if he gets this clean. Rain will give it to him eventually, but oh my. Just as he takes that fight, so does Brokey. Faze, they're tuned in and not going to be deterred by Dust 2. First on the board.
Yeah, really like that from Faze. Pretty textbook stuff, just running a slow default at the very start, waiting for an aggressive push from the CT side, which is pretty common in the modern game of Inferno, pushing down on the CT pistol, trying to cause a bit of a ruckus there. They're anticipating that, executing in towards B. Fantastic work upon arrival, and it will be Brokey to close things out there. The crisp USP headshot.
Hard shot to hit.
Yeah, definitely. And this is the force fight. This is where Navi can do a lot of work here. You'll notice they've got the deagles, the smokes. They'll try and play this like a gun round. There won't be any crazy stacks here. It's going to be trying to lock the T's out as long as possible and generate some space with the smokes, push them back.
No, last time we saw Boomich on Inferno, Henry, we talked about the damage he takes early, and well,
that's true.
You're bang on. It's happened again. He's been shattered down to 30, but admittedly, that's from 3 HEs. 70 HP for your opponent spending 3 nades, it's not too bad.
Yeah, he seems to be hovering on those sandbags on the CT side pretty much every round, but he always seems to get away with it as well, so you can't argue with it too much. He does go down to 33. But in terms of the setup for Faze here, just getting themselves back towards middle. I'd assume they'll throw a smoke towards Arch momentarily. There it comes, and that's going to be thrown by coldzera. Good nade, doesn't do too much damage here, and they'll focus towards quad, just trying to obtain basic control of middle first. Doesn't mean they'll necessarily commit off this. They've still got Olaf Meister towards the banana, who's ensuring that no one's pushing any information for free.
For this moment in time, though, Simple's actually chosen to hedge his bets towards B, but I think the call's going to start coming in. They've got Olaf on that Mach 10. If he has contact and pulls Perfecto back out of that CT rotation, this is going to be so easy for FaZe Clan. 4 of them charging up long now. 3, excuse me. Cold holding the back and attention drawn. Bullets through library, but they're smoked. And they're hiding. They want to make these fights as close as possible. Nico closes the gap with the Mach 10. Electronic does claw 1 back. But bombs in, and that retake looks near impossible.
Yeah, might as well save your deagles at this point. It was a pretty cool hold they had set up there. 2 players towards the balcony position. It could have worked out for them, but the absolute kryptonite that setup is going towards the arch, unfortunately. The player waiting on the bomb side was completely swarmed by the Mach 10s and Galils. A couple of kills come in for Faze. Bomb planted, round over. Olaf Meister still feeling he can get another one here. Well, Flamey denies it, gets the wall-bang headshot just through the corner of the wall there. He can recover the Mach 10, and that's absolutely fine. They'll hopefully carry on these 3 deagles and Mach 10, maybe farm some more cash.
Yep, no complaints from them. And so the second secured. Does look like it's poised to be the third as well for FaZe Clan. See that Mach 10 thrown towards Simple, and it's going to be just a little smattering of some extra treats for this CT round.
Yeah, well, the Mach 10 there's always a chance it can work out. It's one of those maps where the lesser weapons seem to be very powerful indeed, especially on that CT side, holding tight corners. managing to pounce with flashbangs from your teammates. All sorts could happen. It's going to be simple with the MAC-10 as well. Is he going to go towards the apartments here? Absolutely going to jump up. Might get himself right to the top of the steps here. Opposite the boiler room instead. He'll be there with Perfecto. Still have a fighting chance here with the little utility there. A couple of smokes and a close range MAC-10 could find the first kill. It's going to be Perfecto to open things up. Simple, feeling like he can get something done here.
Yeah, I love it from Navi. Anticipating a rather default start from Faze, and they do manage to get a little bit heated early. Advantage still firmly in Faze's hands, though, and there's a gap in that smoke that Olof hopes to exploit, but no inquisitive Navi on the wide swing. Instead, they boost him up, and Boomich, oh, if he hits this headshot, he does. Olof loses his head, and perhaps Faze to lose this round with only the Deagles, Henry.
Yeah, this is why they saved them. Having Deagle armor on a map like Inferno, they can make it work. They have the man advantage right now. Flashing over as well, Boomich is just relentless. He gets information that they weren't at least towards the barrel position, but they were behind the half wall. Smoke now being set up. Boomich is going to flash over once again. This could be very effective.
Flamey has to hit one. So good from Flamey. He has an AK, but that cost him his life. Greed punished. 3 versus 2, and Brokey's the only one to break the Navi boys so far. 3 more frags to find. Boomich gobbles up the flash, but instead he stands his ground. Another one, though, and Nico ready to punish. Into the site. Faze are overcoming adversity in round 3.
20 seconds remaining. Faze, once they get the bomb down, they have a huge advantage. Of course, there'll be no kit available, but rifles are plenty. A Galil and an AK-47, relatively healthy as well. They've got a smoke and a flashbang. Just going to go in together. Hope for the best here. If they hit the quick shot, they can swarm the bomb site and start a defuse.
Flash hits no one, and neither takes initial contact. Is it a double peek? Do they wait for the CTs to hunt them? Time's their best friend at this point. Building a good picture for Perfecto's position as he throws some bullets towards the new box. Now Nico's been spotted, but the frags are there. And Brokey, a big part of that. Between him and Nico, that's all 5 frags, and 3 of them going to the rookie.
That's such a great crossfire, given the context of that round. You know there's no real chance they've got defuse kits or utility at that point. They just have to hit the headshots, and you've denied them any sort of access there. You've got the players covering each other, making sure they can't be taken down by any pushing CTs at that point. Nico, very important kill towards the first oranges, and we get into our first real gun round now. We're going to have 4 M4s. Boomich with the MP9. We'll see if he goes towards the sandbags once again. And the AWP out early for Brokey here on the T side of Inferno.
Feeling himself after that round. Not surprised. I mean, Navi, it felt like they did everything you could possibly desire to win that round. Early advantage, they're setting Boomich up. He gets 1, they flash Flamey in, he gets another, and still stolen away by just 2 players from FaZe Clan. Big work from Brokey and Nico to put the 3rd and keep things spotless, but into another round of play.
You can see they love the idea of flashing over, just getting a quick kill. Flamey with the flash, Boomich ready to pounce.
And here we go. It's perfect. Nico's full blind. The trade is there. Hiding behind the half wall. A contingency plan from FaZe.
Yeah, but with the MP9 bringing that in and actually getting 1 kill with it, they won't be too mad with that. It's not ideal for sure. Flamey alone now. And there's going to be Rain and Perfecto exchanging blows. 3 on 3. Slows down once again. In terms of the bomb's position, that's towards Banana. On the back of Brokey with Olof Meister. And we've got Coldzera doing what he does best. Is lurking in the map right now. Seeing if he can open things up. Find some space for his teammates, but Flamey alone does manage to take down Olof Meister. Drops the smoke, and Brokey is firing off a shot, gives up his position.
So Brokey, his real goal here should be to stay alive. Look at Coldzera on the other side of the map. He's got the bomb on his back, but Brokey's walking in. 28 seconds, they now have the bomb, and now as they clear it out, they'll start to be paranoid of that potential flank.
Yeah, you are right though, Alex. If he had given him maybe 5 more seconds, Coldzera could have at least challenged towards CT spawn and created something for him. Now, this looks rather impossible for him. 10 seconds, and there's no way he's going to collect that bomb. It's going to be another convincing setup towards the banana area. This time finding the round. It's going to be the first on the board for Navi. Simple and Boomich go down, but nice work with the MP9 at the very start. Flamey with some great shots there, and we do get ourselves to a 3-1 scoreline. 3 players survive, but still, after buying the AWP, can they even purchase into this round phase? $3,000 on Rain. Coldzera doesn't get any extra cash for surviving the round. He'll still have the AK-47, so they'll take a tactical timeout. Definitely worth calling it, as Nico has $5,000 here, so they need to work out what the best avenue of approach will be. You see Yanko chiming in now, working out what they're going to do with round number 5.
It's a full monologue. I'm trying to see how my lip reading skills are. I've got nothing here, man. He could be ordering a sandwich. He could be, I mean, honestly.
Well, he's talking with conviction at this point. You can see him gesticulating what he wants to happen at this point.
Yep.
He's ready. They've actually invested quite significantly into it to force buy. So they've got 2 rifles here. 3 pistols. Will have to be some form of execution.
Interesting. Rather telegraphed with the timeout.
Indeed. We'll see whether it works out for them. Currently up 3-1. And they're trying to sabotage the CT money before it starts to build up. So I don't mind this force buy call at all. They had a saved rifle. Give it a go. Where do they want to attack first? He'd be flashing towards the top of B, Molotov towards the barrels. coldzera going up first. 2 players behind him.
Stack nades. They're looking for Boomich, but
yeah,
he's learned his lessons. And oh, Faze, they might learn something from that. A nade lands square on the jaw of Nico and Cold. Chunked before they even start the round.
That's so interesting that Faze are aware of Boomich's tendencies as well. Of course, the 1 round he's not there. They dumped 3 grenades on that side. They were hoping to get the quick pick up, but it cost them so much HP. They run through some flames, receive some utility themselves. And it's going to be Nico down to 59, coldzera 62, and those are the 2 rifle players as well.
Tendencies are such a funny nuance in Counter-Strike. And ooh, Boomich is trying to jump for the info, and he gets more than information. He gets a bullet towards the elbow. Trivial damage, it seems, though. A boost on the half wall will enable them to secure the banana control for now. 45 on the clock. Boomich with a flash to set up the flamey swing from Coffins. That is the plan, should the commitment come in.
Mid control obtained at least by Rain, so that's all they can really do here. They've taken CT vision away. We said it'd be some form of execution here considering their setup. It's not going to be anything tremendous, but a couple of smokes going in, one towards the Coffins, one at CT spawn. Remember, Boomer is setting up that flashbang. It goes in, Flamey will swing off it. Can he find the headshots required here?
So comfortably ahead of that smoke. This should be just an awkward day in the park. It's Boomich, 1, Flamey, another, but maybe the plant in the smoke. Nico, he's down to 12, but the bomb goes in. 1 extra bullet, and they wouldn't have the extra cash, but now on off. Yeah, he's up a particular creek without a paddle, and that will be Navi securing themselves a comfortable 2nd round.
Yeah, they get the bomb planted there, but remember, that was a force buy. They managed to get some mid-control, suggest that they could be heading towards A. Pretty decent execution in the end, but very well held by Navi, only giving away 1 frag. That was Perfecto. Boomich with 3 frags. You saw him just vault up towards the fountain. On top of it, you can see he stopped the players getting towards first oranges, and this is the only frag they really got. Olaf Meister, that Desert Eagle. Boomich to close things out. Very well done. Nice flashbang to stop them making their way through. Nico desperately getting the bomb planted in the smoke. He'll get them some extra cash, but not enough to have a decent buy in round number 6. They have to go Deagle. No armor once again. It's pretty much an eco. Should be a chance for Navi to tie things up as they start to gather terrorist weapons as well. You can see 2 Kriegs, 2 AK-47s. Such a massive benefit on maps like Inferno.
Yeah, goodness me. I mean, you put that in Electronics' hands and you start pushing short. Pit is even harder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Towards the apartments, they do start to lean. Early utility from Boomich ensures the banana is there as a deep smoke's locked out the FaZe Clan boys for now. Some presence being shown towards Apps. It's Rain. A couple of speculative shots, hoping to get the sound cue if there was one boosted up. One quad, says Rain as he descends back to his team. You can see that perfect. Loving the picture-in-picture for the setup. The flash will come in and Boomich will swing off it, and he knows it caught. Olaf doing the dance when he jumped for the info, but Perfecto has already burned down coldzera. Just these unarmored deagles from FaZe, and that's their first player gone.
It absolutely is. They will do well to get a kill here, but they might be onto something with that player sneaking through towards CD spawn. That's Rain. He should be able to take down Perfecto, no problem. Desert Eagle should be able to line up. Oh no.
I'm getting nervous here, Henry.
If he gets in the smoke, he might be in a bit of trouble, but there it is. Gets the Krieg now. That takes attention away from Quad for a second. This would be a great time for his teammates to pounce as the CTs aren't really sure. You can see him just firing off some shots saying, I'm over here, don't worry about Quad, but Simple, more than aware.
Yeah, it's almost like that. Hearing those shots, he's like,
Yeah. This doesn't seem right. What are you shooting at?
Yeah. He solved the mystery, and it converts. 4 still left standing as they continue to build that bank, and now equalized. 3-3, keeping it close on our final map.
Final map, indeed. Round 7 coming up, and finally a buy available. Rain, decent effort here, sneaks through towards the arch side. Does get that one important kill. Had they pounced that moment, I think there was a chance. They're a little bit apprehensive to actually commit off that. You might as well, considering you've got next to nothing into the round, but either way, it will be falling in favor of Navi. That's 3 in a row for them as they send 3 players towards B at the start of this round. It will be Flamey to provide flashbangs, Perfecto and Boomich. Now going up towards those sandbags positions once again.
I thought Olaf was about to throw a HE at it then. Go away!
Yeah.
Fight being given by Boomich, just charging in, and look at the flash from Brokey. He threw that from T-Spawn and it works wonderfully. Advantage Faze.
They've got plenty of time here as well. Showing a little bit of presence on the map. This is a great chance to deplete the utility on the CT side. You can see this crazy little setup though. 2 players ready and waiting for anyone who's just going to check CT spawn. They'll be greeted by an AK and a Krieg on the other side in the hands of Flamey and Perfecto. Quite a scary prospect there, but unfortunately for us, I suppose, as the spectators, we're not going to see that come in. It's going to be an A finish. The bomb's making its way out. There's smoke towards Arch. 1 player towards the apartments. That's coldzera.
Flamey worked it out. I don't know what the cue was as Olaf continues to try and keep them at bay, throws his CT smoke, but Flamey, he's pegging it straight towards the A site. They've worked this one out. Now they have 3 players positioning themselves to deal with this A finish. Electronic balcony, Simple floating around the site, and Flamey responsible for the CT arch, and this Molotov could not be any better timed. Going to separate and slow even more. Another frag this time, favoring Navi, and they keep coming. That Krieg, that's quite the tight line Electronic can hold with the T weaponry. 20 seconds, they're going to have to swing into the site. Simple's above it. You can even see as they emerge in that off angle. Off gone, looking for the trade, but Electronics keeping it safe and sound. Seamless from Navi.
Yeah, really enjoying these crossfires we're seeing on both sides of the map here from Navi. It was a slow start for them after losing the pistol, the 0 and 3, but now 4 rounds in a row. The B side looks like is under lock and key, even with Boomich pushing down there. Really great stuff.
He's been involved in the opening duel 5 of 7 rounds. That's testament to him wanting to get stuck in, and this was his death here. I mean, nothing he can do about that at that point. And yeah, oh, a Nico strategy. He opts for the palm instead of the knuckle.
Yeah, use the palm, it'll do less damage. And Electronic spraying them down. Simple up high, deals the player towards quad, takes the aggro. Electronic can swing out, deal with the arch players there. And he's being exchanged once again as Boomich will be set up once more. Flashbang to come over, taking some damage, but he dishes some out as well. Rain at 14.
The frustration that you're seeing, it's easy to laugh and dismiss or to just consider it something you see every day. But it is just a fantastic way for everyone to understand what is on the line here. These teams, they work so hard. It's their job to be the very best. And Boomich, a triple kill from him. No frustration in round 8, that's for sure, because coldzera is left all alone. And the round has barely begun. Look at that from Boots. The boost from Navi. Staggered so they don't catch Simple initially. Clean as you like. And it feels like those CTs have been left standing for what feels like forever. Yeah, oh my goodness. The round recap, Henry, tells a rather brutal story of Navi having 4 players alive 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah, that suggests the money should be out of control. We'll check in with it. $12,000 for Flamey. 5 digits as well for Simple. Yeah, they are high rolling right now. They're looking good for the rest of this half if they can keep this up. They still have 4 T weapons within their arsenal. 2 Kriegs, 2 AK-47s. Haven't even really had to rely on the AWP yet at all. So it'll be a terrorist timeout here. 5-3, still quite early days, but Boomich once again just getting it done. Enjoying himself with that MP9.
He is just getting stuck in Katowice. For Boomich, before he put on the Navi jersey, Katowice was a pipe dream. Now 1 map away from the Spodek Arena. Perfecto. I mean, Simon Gaming weren't stepping onto the Katowice stage, but he has a chance.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Look at these huge organizations, the players within them. 1 team will be going home. Right now, it looks like Navi in the driving seat, to be honest with you. Molotov's exchange once more. Boomich, so much confidence in this side of the map. Always ready to have a duel, even with the M4 in hand. Takes damage again, but the tenacity allows him to survive once more. 60 HP. Flamey there with him. Maybe gonna drop the smoke early.
It's always going to feel like a win for the T side if you hear that CT smoke pluming so early in the round, but not to be. Boomich stands his ground. Ooh, I love it. Self-boosts himself onto the new box. Gives him that off angle. That does feel like quite the meat grinder of a crossfire there, Henry.
Their crossfires have been wild. You can see Perfecto just dodging the flashbangs, staring at the wall, because the chimney flashbangs can come over and be a real nuisance. Electronic will try and take everyone's attention. They'll probably Molotov him or smoke it. Speaking of smokes, that's a very powerful one. You're absolutely wrecked if your Faze now. You can see them trying to adjust. Alarm bells are going off. We have everything we had planned has been run back to me. We have to smoke coffin, smoke spawn, flash over, hope for the best. Remember, we've got a player boosted on new boxes. He's still there. Boomich jumped up himself. He is. And they've got a flashbang ready as well. There's surely no way Faze can win this. Look, the flashes are coming in. They're wrecked.
Oh, there's so much just utility potentially winning the round. Nico, that's crucial. The smoke on coffin, but they haven't caught the bomb plant. He's going to punch in the digits with 1 second to spare, and it's going to be stopped in its tracks. They'll take it. One smoke grenade from, I believe it was the hero Perfecto, has single-handedly won them the round.
Yeah, that was Electronic and Perfecto dropping that smoke towards the apartments there. As soon as they did, you saw them. You could see the cogs turning their head. We didn't need to be on TeamSpeak at that point. Everyone knew the round was in trouble at that point. It was all building up quite nicely. They'll just do the flash attack out of the apartments there. Smoke goes down. There's no way you can commit towards A at that point. With 30 seconds, just had to make their way back. A boosted player that was removed by Olofmeister, I believe. They did give it a good crack, but the bomb not going down. The round eludes them. They run out of time, and it's 6-3 at this point. Simple flashed off. Took the early shot, but money's still there for Faze. They get the AWP in the hands of Brokey. Electronic peeking the apartments here at the Krieg. Tags out with Perfecto. Boomich once again. Combative towards B. Always happy to take these duels. Decent grenade goes down there. Oh, a lot of damage inflicted, especially towards Olof.
And it comes paired with that Molotov.
Like, this is kind of nuts. Like, normally you'll see like 3 CTs at the beginning of every round going challenges. Boomich is such a boss. He can just get down there himself. Look how much damage he's inflicting, Alex. He's just taken about 200 away from Faze. Found the opening frag. He is inside their heads.
He may be young, but he's a daddy today. My goodness, Boomich just keeps on fighting.
Once more.
Gets information, 60 seconds on that clock. Faze. They've been tickled rather violently by the in-game leader pickup for Navi, and there's more where that came from. Another nade, this time trivial onto Olof. And the rest of his team are going to be abandoning the B plan.
So what can they do now? They've got 2 smokes, no flashes, no Molotovs, 3 players low, and AWP. Brokey will have to find a pick towards Arch side, but he's got to deal with Simple, who hits this shot 90% of the time. We'll see whether it's going to work out for Brokey here. He might catch him with the flashbang out. Luckily, he'll fall back to more defensive lines. They've got a little bit of space here. They can smoke towards Moto, but it looks things that looked like they were setting up. I think Brokey's just throwing that towards that position, and we'll see if they'll go towards quad. I think that's their only bet. There's the first smoke, one towards the side. He's going to try their best to bust up towards quad. Nice opening pick, but Perfecto, he can destroy them from here.
He can win the round if he stops that plant. 1, 2, perfect spray from Perfecto! And another salt in the wound, he's done it all. A super duper 4K for 7. Navi, they are sailing.
Even though Perfecto gets all the kills, Boomich still the man of the round for me there. Like, what on earth was he up to? Just so much confidence. You can see Faze, they didn't know how to handle it. There's one guy just keeps facing us. He keeps flashing us, and he's getting all this backup from Flamey as well. That's why they're kind of laughing and fist bumping each other. Flamey has done such a good job there. He's dropped a nice smoke, as he says, flashed him into the perfect time. HE's landing in. Just so much damage being inflicted there. I'm going to look at the utility damage while we're here. It's Boomich with 254. The closest on his team is 79, so...
Yeah.
Big numbers for the big man as he'll continue to apply pressure there.
A little bit of nuance in what he has as well is with the nade he was throwing, a Molotov came in from his teammate. If you hear the smoke plume immediately after, you know you've done damage. And so he continued to spray because you know that those nades are going into that corner and you hear that smoke come down. Olof was panicking, half health already, and Boomich stood his ground. 254 utility damage from the in-game leader of Navi. He's got the biggest shoes to fill. Legendary name in the game, Zeus. And he stepped into those shoes, and so far, so good for the Spodek. 7-3, damage again inflicted.
They've just had enough. It's like, right, we're just going to rush B this time and see if we can deal with him at this point. If he gets another, like, 3 kills there, they're going to be in the dumpster. And he's actually timed it perfection. Boomich! Here he comes once again, looking for the 3rd. That is unreal. He is in the zone right now, Alex. He's feeling it. You can see it on his face. What an amazing performance towards B. Faze, you got to stop going there. Yeah. It's not working out.
Look at that smile. He is the devil for Faze at this point in time. He was jumping backwards through that smoke. And of course, one poultry did fall, but it's Faze that looked like chickens at this point. Just jumping through the smoke. That adjustment, reaction, and the flash from Simple didn't get enough credit initially, but you can see he's getting assists for both of those kills.
Yeah, this is a really strong Inferno from Navi. Like, they're showing some discipline, calculated aggression as well when it's required, and Faze just don't have a response as of yet. They seem really rattled here. Remember, they won the pistol and the follow-up 2 rounds after that. They started with a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, Faze haven't got more than 3 kills in 8 rounds. That is the most damage they've done to Navi in a round. They goodbye for the rest of this half. And Faze clan, this is necessary at this point. 8-3 the scoreline. A wrap towards Long. Singles out just the first, and Simple can tuck in on that corner. If he wants to re-peek, he will into coldzera, a risk, and it's punished. Flamey, though, standing his ground. Double peek from the Faze boys, but he's taking them all with him. Damage inflicted onto the third as well.
This is a Navi I like to see. It's Boomich again, pushing towards that banana position. There's so much confidence right now. Faze, they try their luck towards middle, pushing up towards the arch, and they managed to break through towards Spawn, but Flamey, he'd fallen back from B, gets himself a couple of frags. coldzera offers himself up. Normally a master at the T-side Inferno. When MIBL are struggling with this map, it'd always be coldzera, the shining beacon with 20+ frags on their T-side. Currently sat on 2 and 8. No one really stepping up on the Faze side of things. At the very tippity top in terms of frags. We've got Olaf Meister with 8, Brokey with 6, and then it kind of gets worse from there. They've still got a few rounds to go, but just winning the pistol in the follow-up rounds, they'll be dejected going into that second half.
Flamey did so well to get a second here. He's getting double peaked. They already know where he is after the frag onto Nico, and he takes 2.5 with him after. Great work from Flamey. You can see Boomich is just saying thank you at the end of that one, patting him on the shoulder.
Yeah, he should be saying thank you. The teamwork, it's not individual greatness right now. Everyone's just working together. The utility is fantastic. The damage they're inflicting and the peaks they're making are just all well-timed. It's a great showing so far. We'll see just the partial buy here from Faze. Begrudgingly enter round number 13 with just Deagles and P250s. They've still got smokes, they still got flashes, but I don't think they'll be heading towards B. Something's telling me they're just going to leave that area of the map well alone.
Yeah, straight up remove it from their eyes because they have just been destroyed by this man.
He's just like, look, boys, I've scared them off so much. There's no one towards B whatsoever. This is a problem. You cannot have 0 presence towards Banana because a rotation will come through. So they're going to have to commit off this in the next... Oh, they're going back towards B? This is brave.
And Boomich to be tested once again. It's only going to be the first. Nico, a crucial Deagle frag. coldzera's flash enabled that to happen. Flamey will avoid the first. No, he won't. He's full blind, and he's going to go down. That overexcited return of his crosshair could have very well cost him, because now the bomb's gone down, and Faze have got a shot at this.
They absolutely do. Best chance they've had since their pistol sequence. 3 versus 3. They still have 1 flashbang remaining. They might have to be a little bit more active with it. That's great. Really nice work. Olaf Meister with the presence of mind to throw it towards the banana area. coldzera can swing up in the barrels at that point. They've got the lead now.
And to hold on to it, Perfecto's closing in. Nico has the chance to take that fight. He'll be waiting for Olaf's call. coldzera closing in from banana, and they secure it. Faze, they finally break the drought. Their first round in... I think it's 9. Yes, 9 on the trot from Navi. And finally, Faze find one back.
Yeah, didn't look likely either. The fact they went back towards B after showing nothing there whatsoever, I didn't think they stood a chance. There's a flashbang here. It absolutely destroys Flamey in the pit position. At this point, that's when they get the bomb down. It was the final flashbang towards the banana area, though. That's where it really came together. coldzera stepping up in that moment, gets his 3rd kill. Very important one. 9-4 now, and a full buy for Faze.
Ooh, good aggressive push from Nico. Draws a lot of that utility out of Navi.
He's had enough of this nonsense. He's like, you know what? We can't let them have full control of banana every single round. But the problem is Navi have been very good at retaking this position. They're doing it again. This is so nuts. And Boomich looking to fight once again. Does he get away with it this time? Of course he does.
What? The man's a live lord. Catches a nade, but he's still ready to frag. Flash in hand, ready to support should they commit. But Flamey, he's saying nothing home. Slow it down, and so will we. 70 seconds on the clock. Early exchanges have rendered Boomich a little wounded, but nothing too much to write home about just yet.
That shoves Faze back towards middle. They had to put 4 players there at the start of the round just to deal with Boomich. A lot of utility invested from the CT side. But Flamey still has his smoke and the incendiary. Simple patrolling middle with the AWP, joined by Perfecto. Just holding towards the apartments for now. Olof alone. Firing off a lot of bullets here with the M4. No damage done. Could be receiving some momentarily.
Shout out to Launders for the term unconfirmed damage. That's exactly what we're seeing a little bit of. Smoke towards the quad. A little bit of a gap for him to play with on that barrel, and he's going to do exactly that. They're aggressing. And Electronic tucked in on that. He can't contest, and so Perfecto, he was all on his own, and now bouncing into the bomb site. Nico does manage to survive the spray. Bomb will go down. Round should be Faze's.
Yeah, I don't see a world where, unless he hits that shot, then Navi can bring this one back. It's going to be a 5 versus 3 now. Boomich down to 3 points of health. They have got a couple of kits. Simple kind of fancies it still. He's got the Desert Eagle out and walking in against 5 players here. I'm not sure this is the play, Alex. I'll be honest with you.
They are flush for cash. He's still standing his ground. He wants to make this so difficult for Faze on the way out. And here they come. One back. Not going to find the second. Boomich does onto coldzera. They're making this costly for Faze. And just maybe hunting for one more. Brokey's the one to give him the jewel, but he'll save his weapon.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. The fact they have the cash, the final round coming up, doesn't really matter if he loses the AWP or not. They can buy another one with Flamey, $7,000. So just trying to take as many players as they can down with them. But the problem is they got $8 grand for Nico and coldzera as well. So it wouldn't really matter either way. But we'll still have 2 fully equipped teams here. Perfecto will be dropped in M4. And in we go then, Simple back on the AWP. As we get into the final round of this first half. If Faze can get 6, that will be a nice turnaround here. It was looking very unlikely they're going to break 3 at one point, but with that eco victory towards B, they're back on the scoreboard now. Final round of this first half.
9-6 is competitive. Despite Boomich's best efforts, they charge B once again. He's going to be surely locked in. He's right there with them. Oh, Boomich! Sandbags are his. They're doing the flashbang dance. He doesn't even have to break a sweat as the Flamey Boomich combo is going to be toppled. At least the first component. Flamey's still standing his ground, and another Molotov, not going to choose to swing on it, but with 3 members of Faze forced to watch as this final round of our first half looks to be reaching its logical conclusion. Navi hunting the 10th.
Well, 3-on-2. Flamey, though, has been so strong on this side of the map. But coldzera has snuck by. Bomb on his back as well. Jumps up towards the side. Flamey, perfect position to deal with it. Tucks himself in, but coldzera is hunting, and he'll find his target. Bomb to go down. I would say they need this round considering the half they've had. It doesn't look too bad on paper, but the gun rounds just haven't been there for them.
Ooh, Nico just picked up a smoke. That's going to be very influential in the way the events continue to unfold. He'll put it towards CT. Perfecto's crawling towards construction, and a flash from Nico could set up Cold. At least get the information. Yes, Perfecto, full flash, just starts hitting mouse 1, and they're piecing together the puzzle. Bomb down. Nico and coldzera make it just coldzera left. 1 versus 2. He's shaken. 2 different angles to check. That's so precise. It had to be the pre-fire. He knows where Electronic's coming, and coldzera, the hero on Inferno. You said he has influence. Well, quiet until the final round of the half, but he saves a 1 versus 2. 9
falling apart. They weren't going to arrive for an Inferno, but they stole away the last 3 rounds there. It all stemmed from a CZ round towards the B bomb site. Managed to break down Navi piece by piece, and as you said, a competitive half has been found. We'll look at the buy overall for Navi here. They've got a couple of smokes, Molotov, the exact same buy we saw from Faze. We knew how that ended up. They went back towards B, the Molotov, the new boxes, same smokes. I expect the same finish here with this setup, but anything can and will happen in CSGO. Just to know Nico has a kit, and everyone with the standard weaponry here. It's a very slow approach.
I will say, if you've watched this stream and you play Matchmaking Inferno and don't know that flash Nico's holding, you've got no excuses. Flamey was throwing it, now Nico's holding it. That's the lineup. You've got no excuse.
Good point.
Learn it. Great pop flash just to try and keep them at bay, but there's 4 members of Navi just congregating by the half wall.
It's quite rare to see both teams do the exact same T-pistol. I think that's what's about to happen, though. Slow approach, wait for aggression, smoke in. They are just going to challenge, though. With this kind of duel, they might just have to commit off this.
Yeah, they are. Brokey did well to find 1. And into the site they will flood. coldzera's going unchecked, and boom, it's lost the bomb in a slightly awkward position, but they will take control of the site. The rotate is on its way. We'll see Olaf Meister and Rain positioning themselves. Nico's on the site already. No Kevlar worth mentioning, but that is because of the kit. So they can run that clock a little.
Yes, 3-on-3 now. No flashbangs. Gonna have to wait for the smokes to dissipate. Two players towards CD spawn. Nico at Ruins looking for the headshots here. Flamey needs to tuck himself in behind the pillar.
He does well to do so. Simple's responsible for Banana. He is the last part of this puzzle. Walking in, Olaf spotted. They know where 1 and 2 is. Perfecto just jiggling on the new box. Good catch from Flamey. Olaf unawares, and that's a perfect find. A successful pistol round coming in from Navi.
Absolutely true there, Alex. The fact they get up toward the B and Banana area uncontested, they were happy to go for the execution there. Had a little peek and then managed to catch a CT out of position. That was the cue to go, but they had got their smokes deployed. The Molotov towards new boxes, eradicating their risk, and they just swarm the bombs at this point. It's Flamey leading the charge, and he finishes things off in style as well. What a great shot towards Rain that was. And then the trifecta, all focusing Nico at the end, is firing bullets towards his position. It is going to be the force buy and response, and Faze, they need to win this, I would say. The way this game has gone for them so far, they need a bit of luck behind them. So Desert Eagles, smokes, flashbangs, very similar approach to what we saw in the first half as well. Flash goes over. Nico.
Oh, he wants it.
Ooh. His best boomage impression doesn't work out.
Looks like Brokey still wants to stand his ground. He has coldzera in support. They're not allowed to back away. Navi refuse. Some casualties. Simple and Boomich within the one-shot deagle range up close. And now, the only real chance for FaZe Clan, correct me if I'm wrong here, Henry, is the clock. They've got 3 smoke grenades still. If Navi just fumble a little too long, it could get awkward.
There would have to be some very special smokes at this point.
You don't believe it? I'm starting to believe it. You know? Let's see. Already pulls one out. A couple of steps by the boiler room. Bomb's on its way towards B.
So if you get a smoke down sub 30 before they go in, you're in a great spot. 45, it's good still. It makes things uncomfortable, but in this sort of scenario, I don't think it's going to matter too much. And that's confirmed right now as Flamey farms $1,200 there towards the quad side. coldzera, no choice but to try and just get a consolation frag here. We'll see if it comes through. Not quite. Perfecto will confirm that clean sweep there. As we get 5 players going into the next round, it's 11-6, and no buy available for FaZe. Has to be the full eco, I'm afraid. Nothing really can be purchased. They'll get a flash, probably some PD50s. MP7 with a rare appearance here.
Yeah, got him the kill you needed. Charging down Banana. And the time on that flashbang, Simple had just enough time before Nico made it down to get his vision back and to support his teammates in finding that aggressor.
Yeah, Nico can feel this one slipping away. Frustrations under edging once again. We said they had 1 flash. That's going to be used right now. Nico to throw that over. Here's the lineup again, in case you missed it.
No excuses. I repeat myself.
So, 4 players on the CT side over here. They're going to have to help his teammate out in a second. He's been taken down to 11 HP, but Simple, he's having a good time out there. That's enough. He's confirmed there's a bit of a B stack going on. coldzera alone with the P250. Maybe good for 1 kill here. There it is, but will be dropped out. And that's going to be round. It's going to be planted any second, the C4 that is. And the CTs could potentially keep that MP7. Like we said, it's a pretty cheesy map for those sort of weapons. You can use those in the gun rounds. Not ideal considering you're going to be buying up next round. So maybe just see if you can get the $600 reward.
Imagine listening to us commentating. You've never played Counter-Strike before. You hear people say cheesy map. The visual you paint is just something completely different, you know, like a Gouda, or I can't even say that, Emmental. That's the 2 cheeses I can list off the top of my head. Cheddar, that's 3.
Wensleydale.
There, now we're talking.
Gruyere.
Wow, hello. Camembert. Wow, we're doing well now.
Yeah, we're getting some cheeses up there.
If we had James Bardolph here, he'd know all the cheeses, all the peppercorns and the olives. But enough about that. Instead, we will see Navi secure their 12 and the FaZe Clan squad. You talked about Nico and his gesticulations in the round before. It does feel like it's slipping away. You said the round before with the forces on the Deagles, that had to really come home to start competition early in this second half, final half. And Navi, they're 4 rounds away from the playoffs.
Yeah, it looks very good for them. Their money is just getting out of control at this point. They've got $8,000 for Simple. They found so many kills of those SMGs. A nice 3-0 start in this second half. And here comes the AWP in the hands of Olaf Meister this time. As we enter round number 19, no one on the Faze side yet to break double digits. Boomich charging up towards B here. It's his side of the map, and he knows it.
Watching him hold W on either side here on Inferno does just feel like he's got a war horn attached to him.
Remember, there's no helmets in play for Brokey, Nico, and Olofmeister. So Boomich, if he can make that Mac 10 work and have the duels with the correct players here, that could be very dangerous indeed. Just denying the push. Electronic just getting that Molotov down so it can't be a flash swing, and confirmation that but the barrels are clear. So that's actually very well played.
That's really, really cool. I do love that combination of smoke molly. Very cool with the flash as well, but there's the counter.
They can't do much with it, and that's why Electronic's comfortable to get up in this position. Ooh. Maybe not so much anymore. What a great shot from Brokey.
Like a drive-by. Smoke on top, a gap, and Nico ready and willing to take that fight. Brings Boomich down low, and at very little cost of his own health. There are 3 CTs awaiting a fight on A, and it's actually Perfecto overstaying his welcome. Will be sent down by coldzera. 5 versus 2 now, and Faze a necessary round. If they can keep this clean, they can start building that bank.
So at this point, I think that's pretty much it. All they can do here is try and cause some economic distress to Faze. A couple of kills would do it, but simple. Remove through the smoke, Nico. Nice shot there. So this will be Boomich, the AK-47. He's got 7 grand residual cash here, and he's got 6 HP. No time. Looks like he'll just be saving the AK. Bomb on his back as well, which is absolutely fine, because unfortunately they will have no loss bonus built up. So that means only get 1,400 anyway. So don't want the extra cash. You've got a flash, armor, AK. Might as well hold on for that. And hold on to your 7 grand.
I think Boomich actually just got Perfecto's AK by throwing a HE. Just as we cut to his POV, I just saw that weapon flying through the sky towards his face. I'm not sure, didn't quite catch it, but it's always neat when you see players just bending the game and to their will.
Yanko doing his best to rally the troops at this point. They're still in this. It's a big round to pick up. Olofmeister on that AWP. 4 M4s around him. And we have got the double digits from coldzera and Olof now. What's the next play here? Like we mentioned, plenty of money for Navi. Still got 5 grand on Boomich. There'll be one more buy after this one. That's if they lose it, of course. Nades up towards B once again. Faze have yet to challenge this side of the map. Happy just to hold back. Decent grenade from Nico. Inflicts 40 damage.
They're boosting him up.
This is a really cool setup. You have 3 towards quad, you have 1 hiding in the pillar, the AWP on the corner, and there's just so much going on, it's very difficult to flush all these positions out.
So now that means the responsibility of Nico and Brokey is to get them away from B and make A their only option. That is their objective. Navi, of course, a completely different one. Frankie asking a great question to Blade before this one started. How many pages is the Inferno strat book? 2 was the answer.
Is that A4 or A3?
Yeah. A1, and now Nico #1 gets all 2 of them. There's actually a third there. He's tagged him up in the smoke, jumping, panicking, and still fragging. Electronic claws one back for Navi. They're looking a little shaken, though. They haven't got to rush this one. We're told that they have to try and funnel towards A, but see that the FaZe Clan boys have changed their strategy, relocating, and the 2-2 split.
Looks like we're going to commit to B. Regardless, 30 seconds remaining, making some noise now. The boost not really working out for them at all. It looks like Faze should be fine if this kill will decide it. Nice work from Brokey there. Gets flashed in from CD spawn, but Flamey, he's on the case here. 20 seconds, they can still make this one work as he tucks himself in towards CT spawn.
Oh, Flamey, he can do so much, but Brokey, he is saving the day for Faze. The pressure that Brokey is under right now and thriving within, I've got to keep directing credit towards him. That was his sight, his frags he had to hit, and he's continuing to do so. Checking the scoreboard, he is right there alongside Nico, coldzera, Brokey, Olof, all 1 frag separating them. That's sensational. That's exactly what you need when staring down the barrel of a 12-8 deficit.
There's the flashbang coming through. Nico, perfect position to deal with them. Gets himself a couple of cheeky kills there. 1 through the smoke as well. Drops the incendiary, buys some time. Electronic will pull 1 back, but at this point we said there was 1 more buy available. Now it's not the most tantalizing. You have got 4 Mac 10s and an AK-47, but still we did say Mac 10s, very powerful in today's game. I haven't seen a kill that clean with that spam in a very long time.
Yeah, that rarely pays off. Rain gets the timing so good. Oh, what a great way to pick up the opening frag. He'll have a chuckle with that one. But still, only for a moment before he reminds himself of exactly what's on the line. Concentration stations.
Yeah, that's got to put the wind in their sails. Flamey removed. One of the key fraggers so far with 19 frags. We'll see whether this is where Electronic just be flashed out of the apartment. It looks to be the case.
Colds could not have a better line for that. Gets the first before the flash arrives, but that's the bomb delivered. Placed beneath the soles of Perfecto's feet, but look at Bumit pushing in. A chance as well, long range for Rain. He's only got to find one more. He knows it is simple though, restraint necessary. 45 seconds, the bomb is on the balcony. Simple's options, they're just minimal. From behind, he'll be caught. There we have it, a 9th for FaZe Clan. And they start to string them together. That's 3 in response to Navi's opener of the same.
Yeah, they're right back into this now. Let's have a look at this replay. They're spamming 20 bullets or so straight into the face of Flamey. Holds on for a couple more as well. Gets the bomb down, smokes it out. Nothing can be done for Simple towards the end of it. FaZe now gunning for double digits. And I dare say they're going to get it because there's not much to bring to the table here. Navi will take pretty much an eco. They have got deagles, but no armor. Barely any utility. Just one smoke, couple of flashes. Should be quite a clean one for FaZe, unless Simple's got something to say about it.
4 MAC-10s and a rifle with a plan to go out balcony. Didn't quite land.
Not quite. They weren't anticipating a spam at the very start, to be fair.
Yeah, fair enough. You know what? Not something you can account for.
No. It's cool that worked, though. Like, I've been casting Inferno for like 5 years. I've seen a couple of kills like that, but like normally when a player's low, you don't normally see them like that clean at the very start. That was cool.
And now, of course, a 50% upswing of people trying to do that in your games. Yep. Apologies from Rain. Silence falls, birds sing, and smokes are deployed. 1 minute still on the clock. But Navi, chances are they might want to push through this. You can see the flashes being pulled, a run boost, or even just a boost over the smoke for the Coffins player. Oh, it's a little discombobulated. And they are getting ripped apart by the Nico spray. There's flames, there's smokes, and there's bullets. It's a nasty situation to be in, but keeping it clean is FaZe's objective, and that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Well, it's well held by FaZe. It's unfortunate. The run boost was a nice idea where the HE landed just as they started the sequence there, so it slows them down and obviously doesn't work out. I think it would have been a similar result regardless. Maybe they get 1 kill instead.
Yeah, just a bit thrown off.
Well, there we have it. It will be the clean sweep for FaZe. That's going to be 4 rounds in a row after losing the pistol. Things were getting pretty dire for them, but they're starting to stabilize now on their CT side. Money is swelling. They've got the AWP for Olaf Meister. They've got themselves some T-sided weaponry as well in the form of a Krieg and an AK-47. And Nico looking like he's starting to have some fun out there, spraying them down through smokes in multiple rounds. Pretty dastardly duo towards B, Brokey and Nico. It'll be difficult to get much past them. Another slow default here. Bomb and T spawn suggests Navi won't be doing anything with much haste. Just waiting up to see if the CTs want to present any sort of aggression here. Rumors needs to be careful. The grenades coming through, 3 of them as well. It's the incendiary to lock him in that spot. Electronic, he runs the gauntlet as well. Through the Molotov, down to 36, gets himself back into towards logs. I guess knowing he can no longer be naded in that position. And it'll be raining cold Zera, swinging out with the flashbangs as well. That's the power of that 3-man quad setup.
Yeah, that just made the round look so easy. You walk into it, blink, and your teammates are gone. Bombs at T-spawn, electronics towards B, simples on A. A disaster for Navi in the 23rd. Crucial round of play as FaZe continue to close and tighten that vice grip they've managed to start to build now. 4 in a row. And keeping 5 standing in the 1 prior.
Some great mental fortitude shown here by FaZe. After Dust 2 and the battering they received on a map that's very good for them as well. Remember last time these guys played earlier in the tournament, it was 16-14. They didn't turn up at all. It looked bad on Inferno as well. When they were, what, 9-3 down, you thought, okay, this is where it all goes wrong. They're not going to pick up another round. But here they are with double digits. They've closed the gap right down. It's going to be almost certainly 12-11 at this stage. It's simple. We'll recover a Krieg. Joined by Electronic, they've got a couple of smokes, but money's just not there. They might just have to save these weapons. You can see Simple just juggling weapons away just to make sure the CTs don't get more Kriegs and just start to gain even more power. So, looks like they'll be absolutely fine. 10 seconds on the clock. Not a single kill given away here by FaZe. And it'll be 12-11, 1 round in it. Bit of cooking here from Electronic, using the gas stove.
Bit disappointed that they didn't give it at least a little bit of a scrub for the IEM Katowice deciding match. You know, it takes 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good point.
It's graceful, but we're back into the action. We get to see more from those nades just flying in towards the Log's position. The point you made of that Molly locking him in, it really is a rock-hard place. It's like, okay, I either die to the flames or I catch 2 nades on the dome.
I think he knew he was done for then. Once he realized there was 2 incendiaries, one towards T-steps and one in front of him, he couldn't leave. That's all by design. Faze have been practicing that for a while. It's beautiful to watch when it comes through, and it's a perfect counter. We've watched Boomich on both sides of the map, pushing towards Banana relentlessly, so why not? It's likely he's going to be there. If you can get the flashes off, follow up incendiaries, he's going to be there somewhere, so they did a very good job to find him. They couldn't necessarily do that on the CT side towards sandbags. They seem to elude them every single time, but they've come right online here with the utility as we get into round number 24. Remember, Electronic and Civil saved their weapons. That's a scary prospect. You've got 2 of the world's best riflers with Kriegs in their hand. There will be partial investment around them. They can make this work. They've got basic utility. They've got the smokes and flashes and Molotovs. Electronic knows he needs a quick pick here. We've got 4 players on the CT side looking to drop an airstrike towards the B side of the map. Electronic thinks better of it, doesn't commit to that side.
Here the nades landing. And the rotate will return. Off and cold back to their usual tricks over on the A site. With Brokey and Nico's HE released as well. So there is no threat should they go that way, but it doesn't seem to be the play just yet from Navi. Instead, with those 2 rifles, you've got to keep that in mind. Simple and Electronic. Chad had their faces next to him on the couch, called them 2 of the world's best players. Well, those 2 of the world's best players have to save Navi here. Advancing down long, Olof to receive them. Connects his first bullet seamlessly. Simple, however, that's a huge frag. They can pincer in towards B, and now Nico, he's just going to be sweating bullets. He's got them closing in from both directions. His teammates are going to try and support him with a 3-man push-up Banana.
Nico has to deliver here. 2 kills with the Idyllic. He gets the first. Can he nail the second? Significant damage towards Simple. Does keep them in the round. And Rain, he denies the plant as well. Needs to stay alive at this point if he can. Tucks himself in the corner. Very well played. Just trying to use the clock to their advantage. Can he do it once again? He doesn't deny the plant, but he finds a headshot towards Boomich. And now the final boss. Simple in the 3 versus 1. He has been clipped down to 10 HP. Surely should be done. And there it is. Nice shot from Coldzera. Very well played from Faze. They're actually going to tie things up at this point. 12-12. Bomb gets planted. A maximum loss bonus does yield yet another buy for Navi. But now they're the ones who are letting this slip by. Faze just looks so dominant right now, Alex.
So what have we seen Navi try? We've seen them head towards that B site. The A definitely did get a bit of a warning sign ever since they walked into that boost on quad. This is the first frag. You saw Olof just waiting, catching that pistol player, but Simple gave it his best shot.
Well, this is the thing. Faze has been very dynamic. They presented that 3-man stack towards quad. That's scary to deal with. Then you've got AWP and Olof Meister. He's been quite dynamic as well. They're sometimes sending 4 players towards B with those massive airstrikes. It's difficult to work out what's going to be the best avenue of approach here. As Electronic, he'll be the one trying to get up towards Banana this time. He's a little bit awkward. Does find some respite towards the flames as he gets a little gap there. But taking a lot of damage in the process. Down to 51. Boomich, similar story. Takes another nade to the face. A couple of them. 10 HP. Nico, happy to challenge this.
More damage inflicted, but that's 1 back for Navi. Brokey. Got to keep his hands steady for this one, because they're coming. He hears the molly extinguished. He knows he doesn't have long before the bullets have to fly, and he misses the shot. Simple does everything he needed to, but the cross, it's not smoked. And Olof, he's got 2 very hard shots to hit. The flick, as he anticipates them peeking over that smoke. A flash, he wants to go again. He does not want to make them too comfortable for that setup.
So they should be able to plan here. They don't have to rush this one. They still have a minute. Plug the holes, and we'll see 2 CTs just retreating at this point. Suggests they won't be going for it. Olof Meister might be in a bit of trouble here. He still has $9,000, right? So even if he goes down, yeah, he'll lose the AWP, but he's going to try and contain them, see if there's any exit frags available. Nade flying towards ruins. Perfecto looking towards T-steps here. So much money here for Faze. So Coldzera and Rain both at the bottom here at Banana. And Olof's got them locked in towards spawn, so they have to exit this way as well. So at least they can cause some decent damage here.
Yeah, but how decent? Let's see. Oh, flash doesn't quite pop where he wanted to. That would have been very strong. Instead, going in dry. Coldzera's punished. You tuck themselves in that corner. Rain, how confident you feeling? Not quite.
One player went down with the blast at least, so that's something. But yeah, a couple more kills available to them. They do save the AWP and the M4 there for Faze. Navi take the lead though, 13-12. That's the first round they've posted after losing 6 straight in a row. They picked up the pistol and got the 3-0 start, but Faze have looked much better since getting on that CT side. They've got a very healthy buy. Money a little bit weaker on the Navi side after the reinvestment of the grenades. 3 Kriegs, 2 AKs. They do want to challenge towards Banana again.
It's crunch time, Henry. Last map and last few rounds. And Nico's going flashed in, straight into the face of Electronic and disappears once again.
That's a nice little play there. Exactly what the Navi were doing in the first half. Brokey to flash him over. The star player runs out, gets a quick kill, falls back. Didn't even take any damage there. Removes Electronic as well. A sigh of relief for everyone.
Those opening kills don't come easy, but Nico sometimes makes it look just like that. They're going to be leaving Simple towards Banana. He'll be taking those jewels and trying to keep the 2 CTs, Nico and Brokey, busy, but the busybodies up towards the brackets, not necessarily committing. You can see a little bit of a retraction as they look to join the start towards B, but he's been spotted early. Realizes survival is the most important part of the puzzle now. Smokes towards CT, Molly towards the new boxes. They're going to try and draw some fights in. Maybe the smoke. Yes, they're pushing through it though. Nico has the flash. Do they have the frags? Already dropped in towards oranges, but I think Nico got the spot. Perfecto got the shot. 4 versus 4, but through the smoke, Brokey trading in again. This is chaos. 30 seconds and now a bit of a break. Bomb can go in and they can set up.
Olofmeister will have to bide his time. He's got Rain coming in from Banana here, but they've got 1 flash. Olof will have to throw that before Rain swings, and then he can face towards the well position. That's about it. Rain will call for the flash now. In it comes. He'll swing. Should be 1 kill here, which there is. 2 on 2. They have kits, but no smokes. And it's a lovely boost towards the back, but it does give it the fact both players are there, Alex.
It does, and now he's got Boomich. Simple to clutch. 1 versus 1, both with double kills in this crucial round. And Simple, just the tip of Rain's head is all he needs, and 14 under the belt of Navi.
We're going the full distance now. There's still plenty of money for Faze, but what a great round from Navi. It looked like Olof and Rain had actually done enough there. Good flashbang towards well, then detecting both players. But of course, if Simple's alive with a Krieg in his hand, he's always going to have a decent chance of closing things out. Fantastic shot towards first oranges. And we'll see the opening frag. Remember, this is how it all started. Nico opening things up cleanly, didn't take any damage for that one. They had to fight their way in towards the B side at this point, and they held on for dear life. And they're 1 round away from series points on the Navi side here. This is going to go right down to the wire.
Oh, an Electronic, an incendiary just bounces off his chin. Doesn't burn him a single lick. Yeah, players starting to get a little more heated now. Your communications, it's a little less soft-spoken.
Absolutely true. 2 rounds in a row for Navi. If they win this one, it's the round that actually breaks Faze as well. We'll see whether this is where it comes in their favor. A lot on the line. Boomich firing off shots towards the coffins, but Brokey will punish him for it. He overcommitted. Another first pick for Faze. And look at the damage inflicted towards Electronic and Simple as well. In a rough spot here.
Must-win round for Faze. Of course for Navi too, but 16th would be very difficult to fend off with the buy they would present. Shot from Olofmeister extends their lead, and he still holds towards the boiler, which is where Flamey is about to consider. Cole onto Perfecto, they're chipping away, and it does look like FaZe will survive another day.
Yeah, Cold Zero starting to hit some really nice shots now. Bombs down towards middle. Indeed, they will save. Money's poor on the Navi side of things as well, so that you said it was a must-win for FaZe in more ways than one. They managed to bring it 1 step closer, going on their side of the server. 14-13. No money for Electronic and Flamey into the next round, but they will have firepower with the Krieg, the AK, and some save utility as well. We've got an HE there, a Molotov, and a flashbang. And all 5 players of FaZe will stay up. 5 seconds left on the clock. No one chasing here. Why would you? Your money's pretty weak on the CT side. And there we have it. FaZe were really solid showing there. The AWP of Olofmeister, calm as you like towards middle. Quick peek, fell back. Cold Zero to back him up.
Exactly what you want. 14-13. And a timeout called. Blade, it's his last real chance to get all of those things he's been watching from the sidelines and having to keep himself silent. He can now give them anything they need, everything he thinks he could possibly equip his players with in order to find those final elusive 2 rounds.
Well, here we go. Round 28 coming in. 2 massive organizations of CSGO, Navi versus Faze.
Why am I nervous? I'm not even playing.
Exactly right. There's so much on the line here. The fact that one of these teams are going home is huge. You've got some of the world's best players on the server right now. Everyone's turning up. Everyone's hitting their shots. It's not clear who's going to come out on top here. Into the next round we go. Single orb setup still for Olofmeister. And we'll see the Kriegs and AKs come through. A couple of compromises to be made. Boomich with just the CZ, but you can make that work on Inferno. They do have bare bones utility, but there's enough. Boomich to challenge towards Banana once again. Avoids the grenades and makes his way towards the half wall.
Oops. Expect that one. Pays quite the heavy price to get that Molotov out of his hands, and already with the disadvantage of the CZ, that is not ideal. Bomb is a T-sport. Expect this one to go the distance.
Yeah, suggest a slow round. In terms of map control, 2 players in towards the apartment. Simple hovering around middle. They're trying to boost up there towards the balcony ledge. Doesn't work out for them. They're going to cancel.
I certainly wouldn't want to see them try again at the circumstances of this round.
After the footstep as well, everyone's like, nope, just fall back, crossfires, it's all good. No, one more round for series point for Navi. Surely it won't be with the CZ available. Utility's running low. And mid-pounds perhaps, the flashbang could be the cue to go. Lovely incendiary from Olofmeister, that might push him in towards Arch.
Flamey's on his way towards the balcony challenge, and Olof is vulnerable to it at the moment. He's covered by rain, and Cold holding fast on long. Blood drawn, Boomich finished off. And as the smoke fades, Perfecto has the advantage and he seizes it. Olof takes the bomb out of play.
Great
smoke towards long, and look what that's done. Perfecto's got no option but to either push through it or wait. And there's only 20 seconds on the clock, Henry. Where's Electronic? Flamey's from balcony, Electronic just dancing towards short. He does get the bomb. He has his teammate Rain covering him. Olof does get caught through the smoke and finish. Rain's got to do it all. 10 seconds, he's running out of bullets and he's been caught. The bomb can go down, and this round is not lost yet for Navi.
2 on 2. Looking for series points here. Navi, it wasn't a clean entrance towards this side, but they've got the bomb planted now. CT sticking together towards quad. Flamey in that graveyard position. No utility on either side. This is a bit of a death match right now. Who will strike first?
Eyes on the crosshair. Electronics found his double. Flamey converts. 15 for Natus Vincere. 1 round away from the Spodek.
Amazing scenes. They find a flashbang, but it's not quite enough. Both of them swinging out. It's going to be 15-13. Money is there for Faze. They will purchase up what they can. The M4, the AWP is coming through. Cold Zera. Rain, it felt like there was enough there. The spam's coming through. Electronic to close things out with Flamey. They work in perfect harmony there.
A slightly less experienced team, and Rain's pre-fire after the first is connecting. But Electronic, he sat there and he waited. Rain running out of bullets, got the timing perfect. A huge catch, and Blade gets another chance on the mic. Yanko too.
Yeah, you might as well use every single timeout you have at this point. There's just too much on the line if you drop out the tournament knowing you still had a chance to chime in.
I think I'd be extra loud in the shuttle, like, you bastard.
It's going to be a change of setup as well, a brave change, to be honest with you. They haven't experimented with the double AWP so far. Brokey will be bringing it out with Olofmeister this time, so he'll be taking that towards the B side of the map. This could be a nice little change just to go challenge at the start, knowing they haven't really presented that at all. He could swing out towards barrels. It flashed over from Nico. We'll see if that works out for them. And 4 players without helmets here, Alex. And there's a MAC-10 on the field as well.
Keep our eyes on it for now. Rain, that seemed like an ambitious push, but he did have the support of Olof's AWP. Not forgetting, there's 2 in play.
Bear in mind as well, compromises for the CTs. They only have 1 kit. So this is a very interesting round here. Money is broken on either side. Faze win this one. We're pretty much locked in for overtime. Navi don't have everything they need, but they're getting some banana control. Remember, Brokey has the AWP now at the top. Doesn't challenge from barrels. Holds a tight corner from the bomb, so he's got Nico up top, ready to deploy a smoke if required.
It doesn't even matter if he's flashed. Brokey, this whole position, it should enable him for 1 if they choose to commit on the flash.
Yeah.
Holding his nerve, holding his line, it's his job. And likely to be flashed or simple just with a jiggle. They'd want to try and pull that shot and catch you as you retreat. But Navi, it's all smoke and mirrors at this point. Some steps, some sound cues, yes, but nothing else. And they reassess, preparing to reaggress.
Good smoke. That's very strong. Like I said, anything around 30 seconds. He locked them out then. A lot of pressure. Flashbang to come through. Olofmeister handles it well. He'll fall back to more defensive line, looking for the second. Can't quite connect, but still gets the information. Do they hunt him down or continue towards the bomb site? It's the latter. Here we go for the smoke. It looks very good for Faze here.
Yeah, but the molly causing things to get a little hot and bothered for Rain, but he relocates and he's got him. 2 frags, 1 frag's all they need. It's on to Flamey. A 1 versus 5 with the bomb down. He has found the first, but this is a mountain to overcome, and already nades and bullets thrown at him. They secure it, and a roar from the coach of Faze as they live to fight one final day. Will we see the overtime? Or will Navi secure it in the final round of regulation? The answer coming in just 20 seconds' time.
Well, we did say the money would be ruined for Navi if they gave their round up. Luckily, the plan comes through. They do get an extra $800 per player. That could be significant. That's going to help them get a few bits of extra utility, maybe a more powerful rifle, because they're not going to be fully equipped, that's for sure. 2 players at $3,000. That's going to be Electronic and Perfecto. Boom, it's just under 4K. And they have 1 timeout remaining, right? They might want to use it here or save it for overtime, which could be inevitable when they bring out 2 pistols, a MAC-10, 1 AK-47. Olofmeister. Remember, they dropped that key smoke that left Navi with no choice. That wasn't them making a mistake. They had no choice but to push it. It was just a perfectly placed smoke at the right time. You can hold on to it till 30 seconds. Amazing.
Yeah, he did so much.
Olof's done that twice now. He did that towards Moto as well when they were holding towards the A side. Like, his smoke play has been really, really good.
And when you hear players in his team talking about him, it's not just his fragging ability, it's his read on the game. There's a good example of it.
We noticed that on Nuke as well. That's when he was just leading the charge with the MAC-10. He wasn't getting any frags, but he's creating all the space. He's allowing his stars to shine. He doesn't care how many kills he gets. He just wants to be winning these games and these series.
Let's not forget, there is one team that has won Katowice multiple times. 3 in the trophy cabinet for Fnatic, and Olof, he's got one of those by his name for sure. To get to the Spodek again, though, they have to win this round. It's not beautiful for Navi. It's certainly winnable. Brokey's been holding his nerve this whole time, but this round is where it really matters. If he's tested, he has the support of Nico boosted up.
So tense now. Navi looking to close it in regulation. Huge disadvantage here. It's the 4B execution. Molotovs to rain all over the side of B. 2 players ready and waiting. Brokey and Nico. This time both with rifles.
Nico, he's full flash, he stands up by the molly, it's on top of him! Perfect molly from Electronic! Brokey and Nico did well to get the necessary frags, they've made it level. But this is an afterplan that favors Navi. Olof, AWP, does have a smoke and a flash, in fact, plenty of utility.
Simple to defend B. You know he's going to have a couple of kills, but the flashbang's decent. Rain now knows he's there, but Simple jumps up. Oh, he's bringing it back. Electronic and Simple! They managed to save it. It's a 3 versus 1. The AWP on the retake. I don't think he has what it takes. Navi eliminate Faze from the tournament, and they're going to the Spodek.
Electronic did it all. His molly was doing damage. His flash gets them a kill on Banana. He's getting the shots as well. Everything he chose to do in that final round made this possible. A brutal and harrowing loss for FaZe Clan, though. My God, so close.